Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Guess what? Guess what? Best day of the week. It is Sarah Wednesday.
Whoop, whoop. Hello, my lovelies. Oh,
And I am here literally every single day of the year, 366 days this year. I have been here every single day for literally, and we're right at about the anniversary, 4 solid years without missing a day.
mm-hmm.
I've been here every day. And Sarah's been kind enough to start coming on with me in these last few months, and it's been wonderful. Thank you.
You're most welcome, dear.
Thank you. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. We've got epic troll slayers. Oh my gosh. Has kept this community safe. You are legend. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community here because of you. You have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Oh, Cherry Bomb, Sarah Fan Club meeting. Thank you. Meeting.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yes.
We have a great community because of you and your kindness. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in. Or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever works for you. Just so you know, I don't know that we're always so matchy-match, but today I'm the one who's super matchy-match. Sarah just showed up and just slayed.
I was in a different outfit when I popped on, and then I saw what was going on, and I course corrected. So, because my pink headband and blue T-shirt was not going to. It wasn't going to fit your vision, so.
Well, I walked away and I walked back, and it was just like, ta-da! It was amazing.
I understood the assignment.
Yes, you did. And I tried every shirt I own, every shade of green, every yellow, every off-white, I tried everything, and nothing I owned matched this. Nothing. I mean, Sarah, you saw me. It was just try. And you weren't even paying attention when I came in with my green shirts. And I was like,
oh gosh,
no,
sorry.
No, you had stuff to do. Yes, Squeaker Bunny. So anyway, but here we are. So
I have to say you were very kind. I know it wasn't intentional, but you put Mr. Emperor Vamp McHottie Lambert up for the cover today, and I'm not hating it. So I mean that's a welcome wagon that I'm here for. So
I am glad you liked it. A lot of people seem to like it, which was good. That worked well. Unfortunately, those watching later will probably have a different cover up just showing us. But no, the thing is that when I made that, it came up, and I was like, well, I mean, is that it's like a rock star. And that same day, I was hearing all of the stories about some of the famous rock stars from like the 70s and some of the things they got up to, which is the ugliest side of the patriarchy, the ugliest side. And there were good people too. I'm not saying it was all of them, but even some of the biggest names, it's like, ugh. So it was like, yep, he's the emperor. But there were good ones too. Anyway, Ricky said, kind of reminds me of The Crow with Brandon Lee. Oh,
a little bit.
Bless that poor man. Anyway. Oh, I'm sorry, Sharon. Bless you.
Oh, honey.
Yeah. And also, Charlene.
Yes, I had that at the top.
Thank you so much for letting us know, and absolutely praying for you. Ask your followers to send love and light to me. I have stage 4 incurable breast cancer spread to spine, rib, thigh, bones, liver, pancreas, lymph nodes. Son's wedding is on May 31st, and I must vote November 5th. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Divine bless you with health and strength and every good energy, every good bit of luck, and every highest vibration, every angel supporting you, helping your family. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Okay. All right. Well,
let's dive in.
Let's go from someone who deserves all the good to
yeah.
That was perfectly timed.
Perfect.
Perfectly timed. Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm. Mal says, hi, everybody. Autumn, I need you to know that my cat Thor watches you every day and swats at the screen whenever you show up.
Hello, Thor. Hello, good kitty. Hello, sweetheart.
All right. At 6 minutes and 20 seconds, Cecilia
wait. Maybe it's that Loki poster that I used to do my readings on top of.
It very well could be. The energy. Yeah.
That Kate gave me.
Yeah.
Bless her. Bless her family. Miss her. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Oh, goodness. All right. Cecilia says, what will be the outcome of the SCOTUS ruling on Trump's immunity claim tomorrow?
Oh, hang on. Oh, just hang on a second. You are the kitty. You are the good kitty. He's like, what is that? What is that brown liquid stuff?
What you got, Mama?
It's not. Oh. Well, all right, I'm covering cat hair now. Sorry.
You're good.
SCOTUS ruling Trump's immunity claim. Ugh. He's so awful.
Yeah.
Jamie Johnson says, I had a black kitty named Loki. Oh, just sweetness. Wendy Clark's wondering, why doesn't someone give Trump a Beano? For those of you
that commercial.
No, hang on. For those of you outside of the country, Beano is an over-the-counter supplement you can take that helps you digest the proteins and whatnot in beans, so you have less wind on the other end.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, beans and other things that, yeah.
It doesn't necessarily work very well, but it's probably better than nothing. But you were saying.
Was it Beano or Gas X that had that commercial where it was like the guy doing the job interview and he was trying to not concentrate on his tummy, but that was all he could concentrate on. And like the words the woman was saying to him, all he heard was like words that were related to his tummy. So somebody popped in and said, your son rips on line 2. And I was like, that threw me. Because that is like everything he was thinking of, like everything was reminding him of his tummy issues. And I'm just expect somebody to just run up to Trump and be like, your son rips on line 2. So, yeah.
Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you.
Very sweet.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that somebody's Mr. Trump,
Mm-hmm.
his problems are not related to beans.
No. Mm-mm.
And frankly, they're not actually related to food or age.
Mm-mm.
So that wouldn't help, I'm afraid. But and before I move on, before I read on this, I have to share with you, Stephanie Miller this morning had a reminder for everybody about Trump and in court and all of this. She wanted to remind us that both Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy had family in court with them.
Mm.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, man. SCOTUS ruling on Trump's immunity.
Yes.
Jamie Johnson. Yeah. Okay. Nostalgia. It's a card for the reading. Right? The implications of Trump getting immunity is huge. And it means that Biden could automatically go do all kinds of stuff. So, Justice card, Empress. So this is a big deal. Chaos in the middle. So we don't want that. So we've got Temperance for the Emperor. And I've pulled a, what do we call it around here? Is it a royal flush or something? But we've got, it's 5 major arcana.
Holy shmikeys.
Yeah. Kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Boo-boo agrees.
Sweetheart, we're not playing right now. Here, let me open the window for you. Then you can at least look out. You can use, what is it that someone in the chat was calling it the other day? It was like, is it Nestflix or something?
That's hysterical.
Something like that. There you go. Wow. That's true, Cherry Bomb. For Trump readings, definitely a royal flush. Sorry, we have found the level today.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Michelle Obama. Apparently we're not going on to
not too high.
Could be worse.
All right. Moving.
There's an Alfie. There's a good boy.
At 13 even, Harper Lee had a question. A reader said Tuesday that Trump is telling his lawyers he can't take this anymore and for them to do whatever it takes to end the trial. Would he actually do a plea deal? She said he might not attend on Thursday.
Yeah, that's a good way to get arrested.
Yes, it is. No. Oh. So,
we'll stand up.
Are we having a handsome off over there?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Good kitty. Good kitty. You can both be there. You can both be there. Yes, you can. See, it's okay.
Debbie says that her cats sit at the door all night and watch bug TV. The bugs outside the screen. Yeah.
It's okay. All right, this is adorable and rare.
Are they interacting? That never happens.
Oh no, Al. Oh well, they were both just sitting there. Buffy. Okay, it was too much for him. All right, sorry. We have things to read on here. Do whatever it takes to end the trial. Will he take a plea deal? No. He'd have to. No. First of all, I don't think he's going to get offered a plea deal.
No.
It's not going to save them any money. It's not going to save the state any money. They
At
already
this
have.
point, no.
They've got a solid case, and there's nobody Trump can flip on who's higher on the food chain. Okay, entertainment only.
Yes, that means it's going to be interesting. You have my attention.
Yeah, not necessarily in a good way, though.
Oh, okay. Well, darn.
Because I just put down all these cards, and the word that just was like right here is mistrial. Trump going for a mistrial. Not that he's going to get one.
Mm.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
I agree, Alfie. I think the
Yeah,
idea of mistrial is, yes.
Yeah.
Alfie speaks for all of us.
Yes. And anyone who's new around here, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, those poor tortured cats.
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Would you, this is one of the three giant, and I mean giant, like the top of it's up here, 3 giant cat trees. They have windows, half a dozen beds, 3 great big litter boxes like this. Food treats. Yeah, anyway. Queen of Pentacles. Well, he's paying the money. Hanged Man, worry. Legal worry. So, Ace of Wands. Do something, stir things up enough, inflame his base, which will give him victory. No, this is victory in your own mind, you dimwit. This isn't real victory. This is, I'm going to push buttons. I'm going to, and if he puts me in jail, overnight, there's going to be this big uproar and uprising, and really? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How has that worked out for all the other morons who were like, I'm going to do this extreme thing and it's going to start a riot?
Yeah, but for one, he would have to read said history book. And 2, he believes himself above all others. So,
So, Kitty Holler says only 10 protesters showed up. Well, earlier this morning, they literally have the cameraman outside. You know, they've got nothing to do, and they're standing there, and the cameraman literally just went like this in a circle, and there was nobody.
I mean, I'm in Moses Mikey's district, and I don't think there's anybody. He wanted people to protest at courthouses across America, and I don't think there's anybody at my courthouse.
Okay, here we go.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Lordy. All right.
So is he going to manage to? You're not going to get a mistrial, doofus.
No.
Dingus. Card for the reading. It feels pretty good right now. The energy, it's probably going to stay good. 4 of Pentacles. He doesn't have any good reason for what he did. I mean, you're trying to say that this wasn't election related, but a month after he won the presidency, he released Karen McDougal and one of the other people, not Stormy Daniels, but released them from their NDAs a month after he won the election or became president, one or the other.
Yeah.
Hello. 4 of Pentacles, Tower, Empress. Women will bring Trump down because of how he's treated them. You're done. Now, I say that, and I kind of shudder inside myself because I'm worried, because it's like, okay, things have looked bad for him before, and he weasels out from underneath it, but I don't know. It feels better than normal.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. At 1955, Steve says, wait, what are we pulling on?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Steve says, as more dirt comes out on 45, will Jessie Watters' liberal mom, who I love, have any influence on his delusional expressed opinions, or is what he says just an act?
Oh, it's not an act. No, he's okay. This may sound a little unnecessarily cruel, but I'm going to be honest. Jessie Watters is not the sharpest knife in the drawer. He's not the sharpest tack in the office supplies. And it's easy for him to believe nonsense because he is not going to have the intellectual curiosity to look further. He's just thick as two short planks. What else? Dense as London fog. Yeah. So 5 of swords, adding insult to injury. He's just out there, and that's how he's making his money. And judgment, the fool. He's showing really bad judgment. Have you watched any Jessie Watters? Anybody recently? I can handle it if Hal Sparks is covering it, but because of, bless you, Hal Sparks, because of him, I have actually seen some Jessie Watters recently.
I've seen a couple of clips elsewhere, and I'm just like,
he is,
bless his heart.
Bless his heart. He is. He's dim. I'm sorry. He just is.
Bless his heart.
And he's making millions of dollars to be like that. Oh,
CC Ryder, I forgot that he worked for Bill O'Reilly. That says all I need to know.
Yep. Judgment over the fool. Bad judgment over the fool. His job is to stir up the right. Now, his mother, Page of Cups, 9 of Cups. She can explain the reality to him. She could, but she's trying to be supportive. And he's not really going to listen, and he's getting lots and lots of money to be what is that expression? Something but dim. Anyway, that's him, and she's over here like, yes, dear. Okay.
Well, bless. Lord love it.
And again, my parents are incredibly conservative, and we do not agree politically on much. Yes, Lisa 4-4. That's his mantra in life. Ignorance is bliss. That's the best description of Jessie Watters I could possibly give you. And he's a happy bunny.
All right. At 2340, Steve also said Trump will be convicted. But how long will the appeal stretch out? Well, how long will the appeal stretch out? Like Bannon, no consequences until that is completed before the election? Like, what are we looking at here?
Okay. And visualize 70, thank you. It's nice but dim. Okay, then that's not the right expression. Because he's not nice, but thank you. Oh yeah, John France, Gutfeld. I'm not even going there. Ugh. Bleh. Anyway. Appeals are not appealing.
Yeah, but none of this is appealing. None of this is appealing.
Bannon, correct me if I'm wrong, but
appealing. Sorry.
Yes. Bannon, when's he going to be on trial? Finally be back at trial? Mm-hmm. His case is with Judge Merchan after Trump's case ends.
He's got Merchan?
Right after the Trump case ends.
So Trump is going to end up using all of the goodwill for BS that Merchan may possess in his system.
Mhm.
Bannon is screwed.
Yes. However, I will say this. Bannon is smarter than Trump.
Yes. Devious little heifer. Yes.
Yeah. But the appeals process. The court has bent over backwards to give you an appeals process, Dumpty. But it's not looking good for you, considering the card for the reading is, yeah, you're done. Lawyers are going to make a lot of money from Trump. They've given you every opportunity to appeal. But what are you appealing?
Oh no, I got treated like everyone else.
Yeah, you want I mean, seriously? What you just want to do over in the hope that things get better? Because yeah, that isn't how this works. And you're just gonna lose more money. Millions and millions of dollars more money. So that's why I'm not beside myself about the appeals thing for Trump, because it's like, all right. First of all, the fair trials are what I want. And if he has grounds for appeal, sure. And he's had to put up this bond or whatever, this amount of money, but doesn't he have to show grounds for appeal? It's not like a murder trial where it's an automatic appeal.
No, you can't just appeal because you don't like the decision. I mean, that's not, you actually have to have grounds. I mean, I hate to depend on CC for, legal. I mean, I feel like I use her sometimes, not intentionally. Like, please no, honey, I appreciate you. But CC or anyone else with any legal knowledge, you have to have grounds, right? You can't just be like, I don't like it. Fix it.
Right. Exactly.
Yes, friends with monsters. I want a do-over. Lisa 4-4. Can pardons be reversed? That is a Google question. That is beyond my... Yeah. All right. But that'd be interesting to know. Okay. At 28 even.
Oh, wait. What I should read on there, sorry, I just realized.
No, you're good.
The next question is, will all the appeals, everything be done before the election, before November 5th? Me and Goron. Well, actually, what I'm getting is it won't matter. I mean, Trump's out there spending oodles of money on lawyers.
Yeah.
To try to get this legal decision turned based on his delusions. And I do have Mar-a-Lago in the middle there, but that might be his property. Because here he is on the defensive, and then, frankly, the election, women are going to come out in droves, and men who support women's rights are going to come out in droves. And I could be wrong, but I'm also getting from various people, not my parents, but from other people I've talked to who might even be willing to look at the other side, have no inherent love of Democrats,
Mm-hmm.
They are really disgusted with Trump right now. Really disgusted. And I'm really wondering if his support isn't actually starting to flag. Veronica Johanna says, I hope he paid cash at McDonald's. Yeah, he had what was it, a $700 McDonald's bill the other day? You're assuming
for everybody there.
Mm-hmm. But
because that's a lot of Big Macs.
Well, yeah, but also it's also downtown New York. And
maybe not as many Big Macs as it would be here, but it's still a lot of Big Macs.
But the thing is I'm wondering, did he really pay that? Really? What's the chance he made his lawyers pay for it? Or
why don't you put on there and then add it to your bill? Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fish. Oh, I'm sorry, Cherry Bomb. Excuse me. It's Fish Delights.
Oh.
Yes, that's what Trump. He does. That's what he calls them. He's the only one who calls them that. But they're Fish Delights.
Bless.
Sage the Scales Tarot campaign funds. Oh, I hope it wasn't, or he's in trouble.
Yeah, because if he bought food for people out of campaign funds, is that buying the vote? How does that work?
It's not good. And Dr. S says, and no tip, probably. Tamara's saying he'll write it off as a legal expense. That would make sense. Yeah.
Okay. At 31.50. Cosmic Goat Lady says, does Trump live in his own little world full of yes men and BSers? Mm-hmm. He seems out of step with the rest of us and woefully ignorant of what is really happening around him. I'm gonna preface this without a deck in front of me, and I think so, but we'll see what the cards say.
Well, 3 words. Norman Vincent Peale. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. Thank you. The power of positive thinking guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fred and Donald Trump were huge into Norman Vincent Peale stuff back in the day. And in fact, my understanding is that Norman Vincent Peale officiated over Trump's second wedding. And so the whole, you pretend like it's already happened. You say.
So he was Delulu before Delulu was Delulu.
Yes. Yes. That was the thing back then.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been doing that for decades. And that's one of the reasons he thinks he can get away with lying. I mean, it suits him because it's, well, I mean, like, even remember that story about when he was at a party years ago with somebody, and Mary Trump was there as an adult, and he said to the woman he was with, I forget, I don't know if it was Melania, I don't know if it was who it was, but he was saying, "Oh yes, this is my niece, Mary Trump. Yeah, she's a recovering addict," and Mary's like, "I am not." And he just kept going. And she's like, "I am not. What are you talking about?" Well, she's just trying to deal with, I mean, just.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And then when you're paying everybody around you and you're not paying them to tell you the truth or be a real friend. I mean, I wouldn't wish it on you, my friend, but if Donald had a Sarah friend years ago, the world would be a very different place now.
It's like, look, homie, we need to have a discussion. Put the bronzer down and let's talk for a second.
Yes. Because my best friend here of, gosh,
Quite a
12
few.
years? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
quite a few years. Will call me out. Will tell me when I'm messing up, when I screwed something up. Now, I would like to think that I have enough self-awareness that I'm more often like, I messed up, Sarah, what do I do? And she's like, you're fine.
Generally, yes.
Yeah. Or as someone so creatively put in the chat one day, Sarah's job is to get my nails out of the ceiling.
I love that. I love that. Yes,
So does he?
Charlene, a come to Jesus moment. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That plus the narcissism.
Mm-hmm.
Because let me tell you, the narcissists gaslight like nobody's business. And he has to, because the core of narcissism is such a self-hatred.
Mm-hmm.
It is down in there that if the facade ever truly cracked, there are narcissists who have recovered. They are rare, but they do.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to face themselves. And they have to face the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's devastating. So temperance, who needs temperance when you have people around you who will let you get away with?
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing, Miss Sarah. Not that I am interested, but if I came to you and I was like, oh yeah, I'm married and I'm going to have an affair and I'm going to falsify my business records and I'm going to do all of this stuff.
My first question would be, are you high?
Yeah. Right. Because you are a good person and you are a good friend. And I've never come to you with that.
No, that is true. That is true.
Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Eight of Cups. He will walk away. You show him evidence of reality, he will walk away. He will just go back into his hedonistic, pathetic, shallow coping mechanisms, and just keep people around him who will do whatever he tells them to do and be a fixer. You know, I've thought about that. I've been thinking about that more and more. How do I get a fixer? What's a fixer? Do you like Craigslist? Is it like, how do you, and what do they do?
What? Too much. I mean, I don't know. They handle everything so you don't have to, but I don't think there's an amount of money that is enough to be his fixer. No. You literally have to have like Jesus-esque mythical powers to fix all of his stuff. I mean, you got to be able to bippity boppity boo that mess into existence, and that's no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I once thought I had a business plan, or I was coming up with a business plan at one point in time, a business idea that I needed a plan for, to start not so much a life coach thing, but like a renter granny. A lot of these famous people need like a no nonsense grandma. Like we're talking about not the grandma, oh sweetheart, no. We're talking about the grandma who would like the old school, like
Southern.
If you act a fool, they will take you by your ear and take you out the room and then give you a little what for. Like some of these people need like go get a switch, grandma. And I mean, yeah.
They just need a good strong Southern woman.
Somebody who can see through, who is not impressed by the emperor's clothes. Mm-hmm. So yes, but all right. At 39:35.
Rondalyn is suggesting Granny Clampett.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Cherry Bomb. Rent a Memo. Mm-hmm. Rent a Memo. Absolutely. She cares, but she is not blinded by your mess at all. Can see straight through it like it's saran wrap or cellophane for those across the pond. Okay, so sorry, I got us a little derailed on that one. So
No,
at
we're good.
40:05,
Trust
Sheila
me,
DeQuilter said,
personally, I would much rather talk about your business ideas and your thoughts than any of these jerks. But that's what we're here. We are here to do this, so we'll do this too. But trust me, this is great. And now it's like, oh, okay, all right, we've got to, because we do political stuff. So okay.
Yes.
Anyway,
but I mean, I think it would do him good to be sat down at a table and told that he can't talk until he shells like 3 pans of peas. I think that would do good for him. Like, I don't want to hear a word that comes out your mouth until 3 bushels of peas. I want your thumbs purple. Do that, and then we'll talk.
He wouldn't.
He's never been made to contribute anything. Yeah. So. Sorry. All right.
No.
41 even. Oma Sheila the Quilter says, is Judge Mershon holding off on sentencing gag order violations until a jail cell can be secured for him? So, because I know we suspended everything. Are we suspending pending, like, you know?
This is the first offense. It doesn't start with the jail cell, but see, here's the thing. Trump, he talks big. Well, if he puts me in a jail overnight or whatever, then I'm going to come out and I'm going to be blah, blah, blah. Inside he'd be crying like a baby. They'd take his phone away. He'd be in this cold cell by himself all night with nothing to do and no supplements. I mean, when he was in the hospital, he may have felt bad, but he had everybody. I want a Diet Coke, or I want my feet rubbed, or I want the TV, on here, or I want no TV. Nothing but Donald Trump and his thoughts. For at least 12 hours. And a bologna sandwich.
All that money, and he has no taste.
No,
None.
in the prison. You don't get fine dining in the prison.
I thought you were saying he had a bologna thing, because I know that he lives. No. The man wastes good steak by having it overcooked with ketchup. So I wouldn't put it past him. But yeah, yeah, bar ass delights instead of fish delights. Yeah. All
right. So if he was Mershon is aggressive law enforcement, justice. I don't think Mershon is messing around. Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, burden, Fool. First of all, he's really unimpressed with. We know he's really unimpressed with Trump's lawyer, Todd Blanche, whatever his name was. Yeah. Really, you are losing you're losing all confidence of this court
here. Yeah,
credibility at this court. Yeah, that's not good. And there's a burden in this idiot. And so you've got a bad lawyer working for a terrible client in front of a prosecutor, but specifically a judge who is this judge has a last nerve. You do not want to go near
everything all over it.
Yeah.
It's like I mentally have the image of the last nerve. And you know how the kids, like, if there are like siblings, they'll put their hand, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Like, yeah, that's Trump and the nerve. Yes.
And oops, Lord. Sorry.
Oops, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Brad Two says, are the same lawyers representing Bannon? No, Bannon's too smart for that. He will not use the same lawyers that Trump. No. Mm-mm. And probably he wouldn't be able to afford them, meaning Blanche isn't normally from, he's normally from Georgia, isn't he? Or Florida? He's not, I think he had to get dispensation to go to New York, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. All I know is he was a prosecutor, and he's only been a defense lawyer for one case before this one.
Yeah, if I was Blanche, I would just, I don't think Bannon could pay him enough after this mess with Trump. Like,
no, he's going to need a long vacation.
Yes.
And he's going to have money for a long vacation if he got it up front.
And to say, if the bill's paid, there's a very big if. All right, at 45:40. Bernadette says Dumpty seems to be doubling down on his backing of Moses Mike. How will this affect Marge's crusade to have him voted out, him being Mike? Isn't that just a pickle, huh?
She's mad. She's bigly mad.
Well, yeah, because she's got nobody to fuss at. I mean, she could fuss, but if she still wants to be on Trump's good side, and if Trump wants Moses Mike there, what's she going to do but just stomp her foot and huff?
The main thing I'm getting here is the one big, there are lots of flaws in Moscow Marge's plans, but there's a huge foundational flaw there besides her personality.
So I was going to say, ignoring the obvious, yes.
She's an uppity woman.
Oh, yes.
Who doesn't want to be feminine, who doesn't want to be the bathing beauty at the, eye candy for Trump. I mean, have you seen one of his communications people, Margot Martin, who's a model? 6 of this is the way things used to be. Yeah, well, the way things used to be is you would not be in Congress. Oh, thank you, Rose Blue. Thank you.
That's hysterical. Moses Mike led his Congress people out of Magaland, the aid bills. That's hysterical.
Yeah,
but Mark. Yeah.
Sorry. And this isn't going to go well for any of them, because this is not a good year if you are taking away women's rights and up with the patriarchy. What I'm getting here is there is a fundamental flaw here besides just her personality. There is a glaring, screaming flaw that she doesn't get. And that is, if you want to be a strong woman who's listened to, you're on the wrong side of the aisle. And you're not some model looking, you don't look like Karen McDougal or Margot Martin, or that would be more acceptable. So they use you. But they're not going to give you power, not real power. You are deluding yourself, Marge.
Yeah, deluding
yourself.
Yep. Why? I don't. People who vote against their own well-being just floor me. But people like Marge who actively like participate in the system that is oppressing them, I don't. There's not. I'm not that high. I'm not high. I don't understand. I can't wrap my head around it. I don't.
You are far too sober a person. Intelligent
I'm
person.
far too something. I don't. Yeah. I mean, she wants things the way they used to be back when she wouldn't have been able to own her businesses or have the credit card or divorce her husband freely or stick her head out in public after she has been known to have affairs. Like, she wants that stuff back. Okay.
Let's find out. Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
This is just think about this for a minute. If you go back, all right, then nothing too controversial, but if you go back to, remember the TV show Bewitched, right? Samantha, Darren, right? There is an episode where Samantha is wearing her nightgown with a robe over it and slippers, all right? She could not be more covered if she tried. There is not even her ankles are showing.
Right.
And the nightgown and the robe literally go up to here. And they're long sleeve. Multiple layers, right? Magic ensues, blah, 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 blah. Boom. She is suddenly downtown in the little town where she lives at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Okay? Policeman rushes up to her, treating her like she's lost her mind. He's like, you need to come with us. We need to get you home. And that's how the scene ends, where the policeman is taking her by the arm toward the police car, to take her home.
Oh, Lordy.
But tell me how great the patriarchy is.
Yeah.
And you think you would get away with half of, Marge thinks she'd get away with half of the stuff she'd get away with?
Nope. Not at all. Oh, Lordy. Okay, at 52:40. Yes, 45. Sorry. All right, Bernadette and Mickey were both asking, speaking of Bannon earlier, why is he not in jail already? Navarro was not allowed to be free while awaiting trial, but Bannon was.
It might be a Google question, but I'll see what I can pick up.
Yeah.
Was Navarro tried in the same state?
I think so. Maybe. I'm not sure. Lois says Bannon had a red judge, different judges. Okay. He had a Trump judge.
That would do it.
Okay.
Because we do have a magician for the reading, which is somebody. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles, Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Wands, Five of Swords. So his actions adding insult to injury. I mean, this is going to come back, but he's just plugging along. But things are about to not get good for him. So the only answer I could come up with to that question has to do with something about the judge or the something. Joe Eliza says Navarro was free, just a faster court case. Fair enough. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Yeah, I'm just. He got a little bit of a reprieve. He's gotten more reprieves than he deserves, he did not deserve that pardon. But Lewis, could you please take that out of the chat? It's not a daytime show. Yeah, it's not a daytime show comment, but thank you. All right, so.
All right, at 54, actually, we'll just say 55 even.
Mm-hmm.
Amy says, I heard that some entity is investigating the bombs in DC on January 5th. Would you mind throwing a couple of cards on this and if anything will come of it?
The cards are saying yes, that they'll figure it out. The energy is, it's taken this long, really? All right, Chariot again. And isn't it funny? I know it isn't, but isn't it funny that that's the card we got from Marge as well? Huh, okay. Anyway. Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Pentacles, so fruits of labor, 8 of Pentacles, work, 3 of Pentacles, the plan, Empress. I think they're going to figure it out, and to this day, I still think it was a woman. I just do. But it's taken so long. I remember when I first pulled cards on this, what I was getting was that it was a woman, and she was not alone. I mean, the whole plan wasn't just something she did on her own.
Right.
And that after that was done, I don't know if they have like one of those bunkers somewhere, or
there's a ton of them in DC.
Or something, but no, even like a militia type bunker out in the boonies. But what I was picking up was it felt like she did this, and then the plan was to get her out of there, and then basically go into hiding for a while, or just get out of, if not literally a bunker, then just out of the. Out of view in some way. That's what I was getting. And and that's why it's taken this long. But of course I could be wrong. I'm getting a horrible feeling on the top of my head. It's terrible. And anyone who thinks that this is, it was just a distraction, it wasn't meant to go off. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I think so too. This is Wednesday. And so we won't be able to go over too long. We have time for about one more question. I don't want to start the next section because the next section, all the questions kind of go together. So the first question in U.S. politics and news from Cosmic Goat Lady. Let's look at that.
Oh, Lady McBeth.
Yes, at 58:30, is Lady McBeth the cattle prod in DeSantis' backside to motivate him to do all the heinous stuff in Florida?
And just so you know, anybody who's new, Lady McBeth is what I call Casey DeSantis, Ron DeSantis' wife. I mean, you think he's awful. And I read on her the other day, and every time I read on her, it's like, lady, if you want that kind of visibility and power, and why don't you run for office? But no, right? No. But she wants to be Jackie O. She wants to be Melania Trump. She wants to be, and I get this horrible sense of I should be doing the Christmas decorations kind of. That's the energy I'm getting, and it's like, geez, lady.
Slow your roll. It's a poinsettia. You're gonna be all right. Like,
no, it's this horrible, like completely complete mismatch with the intensity, and then like what should actually be doing, like setting up a tea and doing Christmas decorations and having a thing, and it's like
Cherry Bomb, I love you. My mama raised me to judge a person based on the content of their soul and their eyebrows, and she has evil eyebrows. I have not had the chance to go get mine sorted lately, so mine are a hot mess. But when I tell you that I feel that in my soul, I used to tell the kids you can't trust anybody with jank eyebrows. And my son looked at me. He was like, so I'm not trusting you right now? And I was like, well, you better get out of my Just don't speak to me.
Sarah has this is kind of a running joke with Sarah.
Yes, eyebrows are a thing.
Who seems determined that she has bad eyebrows or something, that you're a beautiful woman.
I appreciate that. But most men, once they hit their mid-40s, their eyebrows stop laying down. They just go straight out. And I inherited my biological father's eyebrows. And like, he's not a hairy dude, but his eyebrows like try to reach out and snatch unsuspecting children like around. And mine do the same thing. Like if I'm not on it, like they just randomly just like, you know, I have to be careful. I do. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Lady McBeth is delusional. First of all, she's spitting mad that Ron isn't the nominee. And whatever she has, she is talking about Delulu. This is a page. But look at me, look at me, look at me.
Mm-hmm.
King of Swords, power, legislative power, or power of the governor or the institution. Here's the Sun card, which is not when the Sun card goes bad in personal readings, that's one thing. But when it goes bad in these political readings, I have a card for the most extremist right-wing stuff. And here's the far-right victory. And this doesn't feel like she's necessarily going to have victory. It's more like, we are going to do this and be victorious, kind of. She is absolutely in with him on making sure that nothing's written down. Mm-hmm. Nothing can be used against them.
Mm-hmm.
It's really... Raymond de Pascal says, Mrs. DeSatin, you married an unlikable fascist because she is one.
Yes. Yes. I think that was very much a like attracts like situation. That wasn't she was duped by, I don't think she was overly love bombed and then duped into a situation. I think she went in there with eyes wide open.
Oh yeah.
Because he's, Ron is his own little short special brand of evil. And but it seems like he could be
with his tiptoe cowboy boots. Go ahead.
Yes. He appears like with the right guidance, he could be a little malleable. And so I very much believe she has guided him, just left a little trail of pudding cups and go-go boots wherever she wants him to go. And he's followed along. So,
oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, every time I try to read on her energy, talk about reaching out and snatching unsuspecting children.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just it's that. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm saying the intensity. It's just all out of proportion. I mean, tell me, has anybody else read on her? I know some of you do readings as well. Have you read on Casey DeSantis? Do you get that same energy that I get? Like,
I mean, I get about looking at her. Like, she's just very okay. I mean, you just don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Makeup can hide a lot of evil. A lot of evil. So
Yeah.
I just
Oh, I
thank
mean,
you,
let's
Pierre.
face it, and let's face it, they're some of the cruelest people I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
Not all, but some of the cruelest people I've ever met were
Mm-hmm.
physically really, really pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Casey DeSantis is like real. She puts off real Regina George energy, and from Mean Girls, and that's.
But adults and with the power of the government behind her.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For a reign of terror. So, Phyllis Leon says she's not often in the news here in Florida.
I bet that just chafes her little manicured butt right there.
Really? Because I think that would be perfect for her. She doesn't want to be. She doesn't want to be the candidate.
No, but she also isn't being covered for doing, she's not getting any goodwill press either. Like she's not being upheld as like this paragon of, not necessarily virtue, but womanhood, wifely, motherhood, whatever. So, yeah.
Yep. Dorian says she outpolled Gates for governor. Thank you, Karen. Thank you.
Oh, goodness.
And like you were talking about, she wasn't duped. Ginger Lucky, I think, was duped.
Oh no, she got duped. Oh no, Ginger was big duped. Like, and on one hand, you want to go, really, lady? But I think she was duped with help. I think her parents were really, especially her dad, if I'm not mistaken, because her dad friends with Gates or something like that.
I don't know. Her sister was totally unimpressed. Her sister was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
But
Cherry Bomb says that's why Casey's hair is so big. It's full of hatred. I love that.
Whereas Dolly Parton's hair is so big because it's angel wings.
Yes. Yes.
All right, that's going to do it for us for today. Thank you, everybody, and Sarah. Thank you for being. You're so awesome.
Thank you. I think you've left us on the right note. Just remember, everybody, in the world full of Caseys, be a Dolly.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. All right, so I will be back here tomorrow. Unfortunately, it will only be me, but I'll be back here tomorrow. And just leave your political questions in the chat before I come on. And Saturday night is Patreon. Oh, can you believe it already? So if you're a patron, we do this thing from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time. And we get together in a private stream like this. But you can come on screen with me. And there's almost always space. So come on, you can come on screen if you want. You can stay in the chat, you can come on screen, but we all talk and interact. And I wanted us to have a discussion just as a starter, because it always goes, where it goes. The discussion always goes where it goes. But I wanted to talk this week or this month about, I wanted your input on, any kind of spiritual routine. Because there's been a lot of talk about Easter and Seder and Passover, all this stuff, and going to church regularly. Is there a routine? Is there something? Would you like a routine? Do you want to build a routine? I mean, I'd like to have a discussion about that of in this whole new age thing that we do.
That is cool.
So, all right, that's going to be Saturday night. Links in the description if you want to become a patron and join in. There's I don't have super expensive tiers, so just have a look. All right, so other than that, please remember, you are not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right, so take care, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.